As a DM, it can be tempting to add on extra side effects or negatives to special abilities or spells, things that might make logical sense as far as how the original benefits work. But remember that unless you've explicitly talked about this with your table, and you spring this on them, you can create some problems for the players in addition to the characters they're playing. For example, in a game I was in recently, I used haste on a fellow character, which is usually a beneficial spell with a steep downside if I'm not careful. But in this game, the DM decided to add on a further downside. So, since you've been using that haste spell on your fellow fighter so many times, they look visibly older since they've been moving through time quicker. You've shortened their lifespan. Excuse me? Now, if this was supposed to be a brutal game, great. But the DM had been super nice about everything up until that point, so I felt blindsided, because with the support spell, I hurt a fellow character and the player behind them. And I was playing a sorcerer, so it wasn't like I could just prepare a different spell. I had to wait a long time for a level up to switch it out, because at that point, no one wanted to be hasted anymore. So if you do plan on adding in extra problems like that, make that element clear, perhaps with a good brutal example before play starts, or maybe even showcasing it with an NPC. Otherwise, you might end up with angry or hurt players who've been blindsided.